Samuel Edwards here with Pep Talk interviewing the legendary
Tom Little.
So how you been, Tom? How you been?
Yeah, good. Just trying to keep focused, trying to keep this weight off, nail an opponent down, anything with a pulse down. But we're finding it hard at the minute. But hopefully, might have some news for towards the end of the year.
What happened with you and Lucas Brown? Was you guys scheduled to fight?
From what I can make out of it, he shit himself. Because I understand the backer, the financial backer pulled out of the show, which weren't Sam Kinnock's problem or anything like that. But then I got Eddie Earn to put the fight to him, and he opened it. Eddie was going to give me the same money that I was going to get to fight him originally, but he decided to ask for ridiculous amounts of money just because it was on a Matchroom show. I just think he knew that he was coming over here for a bit. I don't think they anticipated me training for the fight. I think they thought I was just coming to get paid and like on the road sort of thing. But listen, boys, you know me. Home corner, away corner, street corner. If it pays, I'll fight. And as long as I'm standing on my feet, I will swing until I've not got an ounce left in me.
So the tattoo penis didn't win it. He didn't win it.
Lucas Brown did not want it, and if he did want it, I'm here. Like I said earlier on, I will fight him on a no-win, no-fee basis. If I don't win, don't pay me. There you go. Do you want it?
What about Dave Allen? Would that be a good fight for you? What about Dave Allen?
For me, do you know what? Me and Dave, our paths and our stars align. I think that's a perfect fight, domestic fight. Listen, not every one of us, we're both coming off of a couple of losses, but we've both only lost to really good level people. So it makes sense for me and him to fight. And listen, come on, we're veterans now of the sport. We don't need warm-ups to tick over a quick little win. Listen, I don't want to con my fans. The people that come out and pay tickets to watch me fight, they're hard-working people. I don't want them to watch me knock over a lorry driver with a back slap. That ain't what I want. I want them to come out and watch me fight someone with a name, with a reputation, and listen, I owe them people a win. And I think he's the perfect scalp to fit. But if you don't want it, Dave, then what can I do? I can't force you to fight. I can force you to fight, but that's viewed as bullying, and I stand strongly against that sort of stuff.
He's been going through some things on Twitter saying his mental health. Do you think he's ready to fight, or do you think after the David Price fight he's lost his head a bit?
Nah, listen, let me tell you something. Everybody thinks David Price is an easy touch, an easy target until you get punched on the chin by him. Right, the reason it was like a display in front of a heavy bag, because Dave weren't throwing nothing back. To make David Price gas, you need to be throwing stuff back, and you need to make him aware of that there's consequences to when he lets go, when he pulls the trigger. If he just sit there popping here, you stand a smoker 20 a day in front of a bag and say punch that for half hour at your own pace, they will do it. But when they get pushed out of their comfort zone, say right, I want you to throw 10 punches every 10 seconds, they ain't gonna do it for 30 minutes. There you go. But I just think, listen, mental health is not something to be discredited or called a liar. But listen, let me tell you something. And this is not no stab at anyone, and I genuinely feel, listen, I have my battles day to day, as we all do. But listen, most boxers got to be unhinged to do what we do to ourselves. So it do have an effect. And listen, if David's suffering with something like that, listen, my friend, I wish you a speedy recovery and seek the right help. Do you know what I mean? The first step is speaking to someone and getting it all off your chest. But if you are all right, then come out and have a fight.
Two guys that you know very well, David Price and Daniel Dubois. I've been hearing that they might be scheduled to fight. Who would you say would win right now if them two fought? As you fought both of them, who would you say would win it?
Considering I broke my hand in the first round against Dubois, got that scar from it there. you know what? I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Because both of them carry the same concussive power. The only thing is, David Price has shown more vulnerability. But I would never count David Price out against anybody. Do you know what I mean? And I genuinely do think, get them two in a ring, especially a little small one like what's in there, flick a coin in the air because it's who lands first. The only thing I would say goes in Price's favour is his physical attributes and his boxing brain. If he can hold it together, I think that's where they conclude.
If you would say the heavyweight division is interesting at the moment, who would you say is a top heavyweight at the moment?
Tyson Fury, without a shadow of a doubt, without blinking an eye. And that's not because he's my friend. I've shared the ring with her. I've been blessed to have shared the square circle with a lot of top heavyweights. And I've never had trouble landing leather on anybody. I've had trouble hurting people, but I've never had trouble landing leather. Apart from him, I think I hit him 3 times in 8 rounds.
What's your thoughts on the Otto Wangen fight? You think like people are saying it's a walkover, he should be fighting someone better? What's your thoughts?
I think Otto is a good fighter. He's a good, he's a low-level world level. Do you know what I'm saying? Low-level world level. I like the sound of that. But no, it's Tyson Fury will do to Wallin, whatever you want to call him, to what he'd do to like all them guys, like the Joseph Parkers, the ones who's just a step underneath the I call them the A class, the world A class. You know what I mean? But that it's just a coming out party, and you won't see the best of Tyson Fury until there's only 4 names there that will bring the best out in him. You know what I mean? There's only 4 credible names, and they're all tied up. So what is he meant to do? He had to fight someone. He's got dates, so he can only fight who gets put in front of him. And Otto's a better fighter than people was giving credit for. I see him fight on the same show that I fought Ergovich on. And you know what? He's a tricky southpaw. For as long as he's there, he'll make it as awkward as Tyson wants him to make it awkward.
Somebody who was potentially could have fought Tyson or was scheduled to was Jarrell Minger, Big Baby. What's your thoughts on Minger, the drug situation, him being back as a fighter? What's your thoughts?
I just think he's a fucking bag of shit. I ain't gonna lie, listen, all this fucking shit about, listen, you're dicing with a man's life, right? There's no good way to put it. The minute you put that stuff in there, you're messing with a man's life. So listen, never mind charges from the athletic commissions, put him on criminal charges. Because you could, this is a sport where people die. People do die, God bless them. And when you're doing that, you're knowingly endangering that person's life. So listen, I've got no time for pieces of shit. I'll tell you what I'll do with you. They said they wanted a warm-up fight for him before Joyce or something, yeah? I get on well with Sam. I was saying they want to introduce him to England, bring him over, and I will smack him from London to Edinburgh.
Thanks to Tom Little for the interview.
And that ain't for any other reason than, listen, I just got no time for people like recklessness. That's selfish and recklessness. That's putting other people's lives in line to further your life. And to me, I've got no time for people like that.
Actually, 2 seconds. Joseph Parker or Derek Chisora? Quick word.
Oh, Parker.
On points, knockout?
Points.
Thank you, Tom Little, for the interview. Thank you. Pep Talk, Samuel Edwards, we're out.